What's up, y'all? This is D.Lamont Williams the first, and this is on my square. And last video I did was about spirituality versus religion, and this is like part 2 of that. You know what I mean? I want to get in a little bit more of that. You know what I'm saying? As you see, I'm shooting from church again, and I want to talk a little bit more about the natural world. You know what I mean? The difference between the man-made world and the natural world. But just to get into the last, we talked about spirituality versus religion. I talked about how, you know what I'm saying, spirituality is simply your personal relationship through your spirit, to the Creator, whoever created us. That's your spirituality. Anything outside of that is not. Dealing with, you talk about God, it's religion. It's real simple. You know what I mean? It's the spiritual world and the religious world. You know what I'm saying? You trying to tell me that God is going to tell someone 2,000 years ago to write a message to give to me now, that goes against spirituality. If you feel like you have a personal, straight connection with the Creator, you know what I'm saying? And then we look at what's natural, the natural world around us. You know what I mean? What is created by God and what is created by man. Go back to the, you want to go to the Bible, use Genesis. God created the earth, the land, the sea, the beasts, the clouds, the sky, the heaven and earth, and then us, all the animals, right? God didn't create the Bible. God didn't create none of that. All that stuff is created by man. So there you have the natural world and the man-made world. It's real simple. But man has went a long way into severing our connection to God and replacing it. You know what I'm saying? Look at science. All science is studying nature, geology, zoology. They're just studying the work of God. That's all they're doing. They're studying the natural world and what makes things work. That's what science is. Then you look at technology. Technology is man trying to copy science. Man trying to copy God. That's what technology is. You figure the first man, they looked and they saw what? The animals built shelter for themselves. The ants have an ant mound. The bees have a hive. Bears, they have a cave. You know what I'm saying? Beavers, they build their own houses. And what do they use? They use what God gave them, their hands, their teeth, their fangs. Birds build a nest. So what do? We copy that. Because we realize that, hey, it's safer inside a shelter. So we can't use our hands and mouth to do stuff like that. So what do? We copy animals. So basically we made tools based on animals' claws, animals' teeth. So we can do what they do. And then we build us a shelter. You look at transportation. For years, men just use animals, right? Because they can travel longer and they don't get tired as quick. So we ride on camels' backs. We ride on horses' backs. You know what I mean? Until we was able to make our own carts based on what? Animals. 4 legs, 4 wheels. Then you have cars, etc. You know what I'm saying? We looked at planes, see the birds flying in the air, and we copy it. We copy God's work. So what do? We make airplanes based on what? Birds. Television based on what? Human eye. There's a retina. Have you ever opened your TV up? There's a fucking retina. It's an eye. Computers are based on the human mind. See, so man, since we are of God, it's our nature to copy what we know, what we see, and that's what religion is. Man has copied God. They looked around and they copied it and they recreated it, and then some bastards used it to control people. And they figured out, if I say God said this, I can get people to believe me and they'll do what I want them to do. Period, point blank. It's like if you had kids. You say, I got 2 sons. So what if my one son, he go downstairs and he say, hey, Dad told me to tell you to clean your room. He cleans his room, no hesitation. Well, then he starts saying, He didn't even ask Dad, what I said or what not. So he thought Dad said wash the dishes. Oh, he goes and washes the dishes. No, he don't come say, Dad, did you say? None of that. He just does it. So now, now he's corrupted. It's corrupted just that quick. That's how fast shit gets corrupted. He's not doing that harmful, but he's corrupted. So that's what religion is. You look at the natural world. You want to know how God works? Look at the nature. Look at the natural world. You know what I mean? Everything, religion goes against nature. You're trying to tell me God created Adam. And then from Adam, gave birth to Eve through his rib. Now every birth after that comes from a woman. But the first birth comes from a man. That's against nature. It's against nature. You know what I mean? Everybody on this earth was born of a woman's womb. Every creature, everything comes from a woman. Some species don't even need us. Some plants don't even need us. It comes from a woman. You know, so that's just against nature. You look at nature and you look at religion and you know what I'm saying? It doesn't match. It doesn't match up. You want to see God, look at nature. For instance, I'll give you another example. Birth, the most sacred miracle we have. Birth. You know, a child is conceived in a woman's womb. That child grows. That child eats everything she eats. Whatever she puts in her body, it's living. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she feeds it through the umbilical cord goes straight to that child. And once that child is born, you have that umbilical cord. You cut the umbilical cord. Now that child, now you have the milk. Now this is crazy. This is crazy. A woman's milk, you know, it's engineered specifically for that child. You know, there's a substance that it has that's good, that helps in its consciousness, its eating habits, its reproductive system, not reproduction, but you know, to help it heal faster. It's specifically for that child. Now, another baby can drink another woman's breast milk, but it won't be as beneficial to that baby because it's specifically for that child, what that child needs. So you got 3 or 4 siblings, your mom's breast milk was a different formula for each child. That's God, man. But what do? We give the baby Similac. What's Similac? It's the same shit. It's the same shit that everybody is drinking. God is specifically engineered for you. You know what I'm saying? Religion is similar. It's the same book, same words for everybody to follow. It's not engineered for you. Okay, spirituality is specifically for you. You understand? It's not for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? God is going to speak to you when you go into a room. God is going to let you know if it's right, if it's wrong. If you just listen to that, quiet your ego and your emotion, and listen to that voice inside of you, it'll guide you right every time. Think about it. Think about any time you ever went and you said, man, my first mind told me, but it was nice outside. I didn't think I needed an umbrella. 5 minutes later, it's raining. That's God right there telling you. I'm saying, he don't need no prophet. Well, how come every time we talk about God, we need a prophet, or we need a book, we need somebody else to tell us what God said? That's just, you know, believe what you want, but that's not spirituality. You know what I'm saying? I see people on, you know, I was, you know what I'm saying, going at it on somebody's post the other day. You know, people don't understand. They think because you praying and you hooping and hollering in church that you're being spiritual, and you're not. You're being emotional. You're being, that has nothing to do with spirit. It has nothing to do with God. Church, Bibles, all this stuff has nothing to do with God. That's all man-made. That's the man-made world. It's not the natural world. It's that simple. Look at God. You want to see God? God is nature. God is everything encompassed. Everything that is how it's supposed to be. You know, you trying to tell me, ain't no curse. You trying to tell me that a woman is cursed. Okay, this woman ate this apple, and now she's cursed. So God gonna curse her. Now she's gonna have pain during childbirth, and she's gonna have menstrual cycles. Now, so you telling me if she didn't eat this apple, the baby was just gonna poop and it was just gonna be out? Anybody seen childbirth, you know that shit ain't gonna happen. Okay, the way it is the way it was supposed to be, is the way God made it to be. You know what I'm saying? Animals go through the same thing. Well, they didn't eat the apple, they suffering from Eve's sins. No, man, it don't make no fucking sense. You know what I mean? You just been trained to believe it, and you don't want to think on your own. But just, it's cool, you believe what you want, but understand the difference. You know what I'm saying? Understand the difference between spirituality and religion. You guys practice a religious doctrine. Lay it out to you by people, period. You want to believe they had the Holy Ghost or God told them what to do? Believe that, but why come God couldn't come to you and say the same thing? It doesn't make sense. That's all I'm saying. So, thank you for checking this video out, and I'll come back at you on another time with another topic. And it's all love all day. Peace.